Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are good and safe at your home. Children, do you know corona is increasing again? So wash your hand regularly. Don't go outside. Stay at home and play only indoor games and follow your timetable. Right? This is very important. Okay. So now children, this is summary video of lesson 1, that is food and feeding habits of animal. Feeding habits of animal means eating habits of animal. Children, as we all know that food is very important for every living thing. Food is very important for you. Food is very important for me. Food is very important. Even food is very important for plants and animals, right? Because we get energy from food. Same animals get energy from food. Plant get energy from food. So every living thing need food to live, stay healthy and to grow. Now children, we see different kinds of animals in our surrounding, right? Have you ever noticed what they eat? Yes. Did they eat same kind of food? No. Why? We see children different kinds of animals in our surrounding and they eat different kinds of food. So according to their feeding habit means according to their eating habit, animals can be divided into 3 groups. That is herbivorous animal, carnivorous animal and omnivorous animal. Now you all are thinking, what is this herbivorous animal? What are herbivorous animal? So children, look at this picture. We all can see some animals like cows, goat, buffaloes, sheep. What they eat? Yes, they eat only plant material, right? They eat leaves of the plant, they eat flower of the plant, they eat root of the plant, even they eat stem of the plant. So such type of animal we call herbivorous animal. What we call such type of animal? Herbivorous animal. Children, look at this picture. This is elephant na and this is rhino. They are very big na. Do you know what they eat? Yes, they eat only plant material. They are herbivorous animal, right? So, look at this board. What are herbivorous animal, children? Animals that eat only plant material. They are called herbivorous animal. Like cows. What cow eat? Yes, it eat grass, na? Sheep and goat. So there are many animals like elephant, giraffes, rhinoceros, buffaloes. So these animals eat only plant material. So such type of animal, what we call such type of animal? Herbivorous animal. Now children, look at this picture. You all can see there is a animals now. This is a lion, right? Tiger and leopard. So what they eat? Do you know what they eat? Yes, they eat flesh of other animal. First they hunt the animal, then after they eat flesh of these animal, right? So children, animals that eat only that eat flesh of other animal, such type of animal we call carnivorous animal. What we call such type of animal? Look at the board. Carnivorous animals, right? So carnivorous animal, they eat only flesh of other animal. What are they? Give some example. Yes, lion, tiger and leopard. So these type of animal eat flesh of other animal and they are called carnivorous animal. Now children, look at this picture. This is the picture of a crow, right? So have you ever seen crow eating chapatis? Yes. And what another thing that it eat? Yes, it also eat flesh. It also eat insects. So children, animals like crows, bear, dogs, right? Cockroaches, even humans, even we eat both. We eat plant material as well as they eat flesh of other animal. For example, you can see that we also eat chapatis as well as we eat meat, right? So same like a dog also eat chapatis as well as it eat meat. So these type of animal that eat both, that eat plant material as well as flesh of other animal, such type of animal we call omnivorous animal. What we call such type of animal? The animal that eat both plant material as well as flesh of other animal. Such type of animal we call omnivorous animal. Give some example of omnivorous animal. Yes, crow, very good, bear and dogs, even cockroaches, even humans. So they are omnivores. Now children, I hope you all will understand about carnivores, herbivores and omnivorous animal. Now we see some another animal in our surrounding, that is pet animal and domestic animal. What are pet animal? Children, we all can see some animals that live with us. We share our home with them, right? Like cat, dog, rabbits. They live with us. We name them. We love them so much, right? And so these animals are called pet animal. But there is some another animal that you see, that like goat, buffaloes, cows, right? Horse, camel. These animals, children, they are very useful to us. They help us in many ways. And they are called, what they are called? Yes, they are called, yes, domestic animal. Children, these animals, we keep these animals, but we do not live with these animals because they are too big and they cannot live with us. If they live with us, they make our home dirty. So we provide them good food and good shelter. We should provide them good food and good shelter so that they remain healthy and active, right? So now how can these animals help us in many ways? So children, look at this picture. These are some domestic animals, right? They are very useful to us. But how can they help us? They help us in many ways, like horses, elephants and donkeys. What they do for us? They carry loads for us, right? Same cows, buffaloes and goat, they give us milk. You drink milk now? From where it come? Yes, it come from cows, buffaloes and goat. Same children, sheep. Look at this picture. This is sheep. So sheep give us wool and hen and ducks give us eggs. So children, what should we do for these animals? Yes, we should provide them good food and clean shelter, right? So that they remain healthy and active. Children, as we all know that pet animal, we can share our home with them, but domestic animal, they are too big to live with us, right? And if they live with us, they make our home dirty. So we should provide them special houses from where they live. Okay. Children, we see different types of animals in our surrounding, right? And they eat different kind of food, and their way of eating is different. Like some animal cut their food with their front teeth. Some animals swallow their food. So let's learn about these type of animal. Children, different animals have different way of eating. You can see in this picture. This is a rabbit, right? Rabbit and squirrel. So same children, animals like squirrels, rabbits and rats. What they eat? Yes, they eat grains, fruits and nuts. And how can they eat? They have very sharp front teeth for cutting their food, right? So these animals know their food. Know their food means they bite food with their front teeth. So they are called neighbors. Which animals are called neighbors? Animals that use their front teeth that is very sharp for cutting their food. they gnaw their food. So these animals we call gnawers. For example, like squirrel, rabbits, rats, etc. Now children, we see some animals like lizard and chameleon, like, and frogs. Have you ever seen frogs in rainy season? Yes, na? Where it live? It live land as well as in water, right? So these animals, how they eat their food? Yes, these animals swallow their food whole without chewing, right? They catch the insect with their tongue that is very long and sticky. They have very long and sticky tongue. You see in this picture, the tongue of this frog is very long and sticky. And children, they catch the insect with their tongue and swallow them whole. Same children, snake. You all can see the snake, right? So this snake, what it doing? Yes, snake swallowing food without chewing. They do not have any chewing teeth. So children, they have a very small mouth. But when they eat their food, it can open its mouth very wide to swallow the food. Now children, some carnivorous animal. You all can know that carnivorous animal, what they eat? Yes, they eat flesh of other animals. They hunt the animal, then after they eat the flesh of these animals. And do you know children, they have a front teeth that are very sharp, curved and pointed. For that they used to tear the flesh of other animal, right? Same, they have back teeth, like we also have back teeth now. So what we do for that, for this? Yes, we chew our food with them. Same, these animals also have back teeth that are very flat and broad, that they use to chew the food. Now some herbivorous animal. You all can see the herbivorous animal, that they eat the grasses, that animal eat plant material. So they are called herbivorous animal, right? How can they eat their food? Yes children, they have also flat, sharp and broad front teeth that they use to bite off leaves and grasses. They also have strong grinding teeth at back to chew their food, right? Their front teeth is very flat, sharp and broad, right? And they have also back teeth that is very strong, that they use to chew their food. Do you know children, how cows and buffalo eat their food? Yes, cows, buffaloes, even every herbivorous animal, first they swallow their food, later they bring it back into their mouth. Undigested food, whatever they eat, they bring it back into their mouth, and after that they chew it for an hour. This process children we call rumination or chewing the cud. What we call this process? Yes, chewing the cud or rumination. And children, these animals are called cud chewing animals, right? For example, some another cud chewing animals, that are sheep, giraffes and goats. So they first swallow their food, and after that they bring undigested food, they bring it back into their mouth, half undigested food, and chew it for an hour, right? So this process what we call chewing the cud. Now children, we all can see some animals that take in only liquid food. For example, what are they? We have learned online classes now, the animals that take in liquid food. Yes, mosquitoes, butterflies, bees, leeches, cats and dog, right? These animals take in liquid food. Do you know? These animals like butterflies, bees, mosquitoes and leeches, how can they suck their food? Yes, these animals have a very long thin hollow tube that they use to suck the food into their mouth. Children, you all like to drink fruity. In fruity you all can see, look at this picture, this is a straw that we use to suck the juice. Same, they have also a thin tube like the straw that they use to suck their food, like butterflies and bees. What they do? Yes, they suck the nectar from flower. Same, mosquitoes and leeches, they suck the blood from the bodies of other animals. Same children, some animals like cat and dog, they use their tongue to drink water and milk, right? They use their tongue for drinking. Have you ever seen the dog drinking water? Yes, how can they drink? Yes, dog use its tongue to drink the water and milk. Same cat also use its tongue to drink water and milk. So children, these animals lap up milk and water with their tongue, and this method of taking liquid we call lapping. What we call this method? We call lapping. I hope children it will clear. Now food chain, the last and the most important topic that we are going to learn, that is food chain. Food that we eat, and after getting food we get energy, right? After eating food we get energy. Now chain, what is this chain? What is the mean of this chain? You all can see chain. Your mama wear chain. I am also wearing chain right now. So how it look? It attached to each other, right? So same children, in our surrounding, plants and animals depend on plants for their food. Even we are also depend on plants food, like whatever we eat, fruit, vegetables, pulses, rices, wheat, everything is come from plant, right? Same animals also depend on plant, but plant can make their own food, so they do not depend anybody. But children, do you know how can animals depend on plant? Even carnivorous animals, they eat flesh of other animal, but how they depend? So look at this picture. Children, in this picture you all can see there is a grasshopper that eat grass, right? And there is a frog, and this frog, what it eat? Yes, it eat grasshopper. So children, suppose that if there is no grasshopper, because grasshopper get energy from plant, and if there is no grasshopper and only plant and frog is here, then what happened? Yes, frog, as we all know that frog do not eat grass, so from where it get energy? Then after, if there is no grasshopper, then frog will die, right? So it proves that every animals directly or indirectly depend on plant for their food. That is food chain. Okay, you all can see in this picture that grasshopper eat grass, right? Same, the second, there is a frog that eat grasshopper. Okay, and who eat frog? Who eat frog? Yes, snake eat frog. Same, snake is eaten by hawk. Hawk eat snake. But children, you all are thinking, how does it help to the soil? So children, when hawk died, its body decomposes, means when it dies, its body mixes into the soil, which make the soil very fertile, right? Fertile soil means in which the crops, the plant can grow well. So you all can see they form a chain, right? There is some another example of food chain like grain, right? Grains, rat eat grain. Same, who eat rat? Snake eat rat. Same, who eat snake? And eagle eat snake. They also form a chain. So this is all about food chain. Food chain means who eat whom. And children, one most important thing about food chain, that is food chain is always begin with plants. Why it begin with plant? Because plant can make their own food. Now look at this board. So children, look at the board. What is food chain? Food chain is the transfer of food energy from plant to an animal, then to another animal, right? Like we get if we eat food, we get energy from food, right? Same, there is a plant. When plant make their own food, they can get energy. And then after, if any animal eat that plant, like grasshopper eat grasses, so he get energy from plant, right? So it is transfer of food energy from plant to an animal and then to another animal, like frog eat grasshopper, so frog get energy after eating grasshopper. So this is all about food chain, right? So children, I hope you all will understand about this lesson. Learn it, watch this video,